How's it going, everybody? So today I'm going to show you how to make your own pots for transplanting. What you're going to need is an X-Acto knife, a pokey thing, it doesn't have to be quite this long, and a blowtorch, and a bottle of some kind. I'm going to be using a Pepsi bottle, or wild cherry Pepsi. It doesn't have to be wild cherry Pepsi. It can be any Coke product, any Shasta Cola product, anything. So long as it's a plastic bottle. So, what you're going to do is you're going to turn on your flame. Start heating up your pokey. You're going to have to get that red hot just to get through the plastic. You're going to need more than just the tip of it to get red hot. I'm going to show you exactly how to do this. You get it nice and glowing red. And then you're going to take it and you're going to start poking holes in the bottom. You're going to want it a little bit off to the side so that water can flow out. I like to do it on both sides of each of these little feet. I'm going to show you what it looks like when that's done. That's what it looks like. See 10 nice little holes. They're not quite at the bottom, but they are just at where the water line will be. And then you're going to take the knife right there. You're going to cut right where it stops being rounded, right here. And since I don't have 3 hands, I'm going to do that off camera and show you that. So now I have a funnel. I don't really need that for right now. And I've got the top of the bottle cut off, and I went through and I removed the wrapper from the outside. The reason I remove the wrapper is I'm going to be using the blowtorch to melt the lip of this just a little bit so that you don't have to worry about cutting yourself on plastic. Plastic cuts about as well as sheet metal. Well, almost as well. If anybody's gotten cut with sheet metal, you know it doesn't feel good. So I'm going to go through, turn this back on. I'm going to melt the lid. Lip is melted over, we'll have a pot. Now look, about like that. Pot's done. Now this may look like a mess, but you don't necessarily need bottles like these ones to make a pot. I've got lots of pots that need to be made. You can use old sour cream containers. You just gotta melt some holes that wrap around a little bit onto the sides like that. You can use even smaller ones like this tiny sour cream. We go through a lot of sour cream in the house. You don't have to put quite as many holes in the smaller ones. And same with this little sorbet container. It's anything that can be used as a cup. You melt a couple of holes and it can be turned into a pot. Even with these Del Taco or plastic McDonald's cups. You could do the same thing with them. I haven't done it to this one yet, but the taller pots like this are really good for starting trees or anything that does a deep taproot. These little ones, you can start tomatoes. Well, you can start tomatoes in the big ones too. You start tomatoes in these little ones, and peppers, and anything that you feel that you can transplant. You know, personally, I'm going to be using all of these 2-liter bottles for doing trees, because I have a lot of trees that I'd like to plant. And you can even use stuff like this. I don't like using these quite as much because of the ridges on the sides. Now it goes underneath the wrapping. You know, you see it kind of goes underneath the wrapping a little bit. It just makes it harder to pull the plant out. But there are other things that you can make out of those, like scoops and funnels and all that. But that's what all of these are going to end up being, is pots for starting plants. And this is that same pot filled with dirt, just regular old dirt from the ground. And in there I have planted 3 Osage orange tree seeds that have been sitting in the refrigerator in damp soil for the past month. Now hopefully one of them will start, and then I'll have a pot that I've made myself with a tree that I will then plant in the ground, probably either this fall or next fall. Alright, y'all have fun. Bye.